The KGD architecture solution is presented today by Tom Donahue. Their firm has envisioned ARIA, a multi-generational, mixed-income, and mixed-use community. They use a redeveloped existing multifamily building that offers wellness and health services, high-tech elements, and amenities that stimulate intergenerational residents and visitors. Tom, you want to walk us through your design?
Thank you, Dale. Appreciate it. Good morning. I'm going to present the ARIA, or Our Future of Affordable Senior Living. The most powerful aspect of what we're going to talk about today is people. And not people who occupy office space or use industrial space, but how the whole population is brought into a discussion due to a single factor, aging. We all get old, and quite frankly, it sucks. But it's not the end. And if we're all fortunate enough to live into our 70s, we will all be confronted with the dilemma of where and how to live. In the current model, seniors are often displaced from society, removed from services like shopping, entertainment, employment, and most importantly, public transportation. But can we create an environment where the growing senior population can be a valued member of society and transition with dignity? So this isn't rolling. There it goes. So have you thought about how you want to live as a senior? I'm sure most of you have, and with some confidence that you'll be able to afford it. But what if you can't? What if you're one of the 10+ million seniors who can't? The numbers are pretty scary. By 2040, the need for affordable senior housing will have grown 3 times faster than any other type of housing. So who are these people? Almost every person is a first-generation immigrant who came here with very little in search for a better life for both themselves and their children. So how do we thoughtfully integrate this population into the greater housing solution? First, some important trends. Close to 1/3 of all cities have undergone rezoning efforts to increase density, specifically for multifamily. A new culture of renting is taking place. Rental housing will be the new norm as it increases what people now want most, flexibility. Rental units have trended smaller with strong hospitality packages as socialization reigns over isolation. So what's the best program to assist seniors in their housing needs? Multi-generational shared sites enhance quality of life for all participants. They provide needed services, enhance employee benefits, and attract additional funding and positive public relations. Seniors can offer knowledge and experience, while the children inherently bring energy and vitality. Many art forms are at the core of the human condition and provide older adults with multiple benefits. We should be focused on producing a community that is health-centered, which will reduce the burden on reactive medicine. Employment opportunities and continued education should be implemented to give seniors a meaningful way of engagement. And then the effective integration of digital technology will be important for healthy and productive living. So what is the ARIA? It is a flourishing, multi-generational, mixed-income and mixed-use living environment which integrates the arts, health and wellness, sustainability, and technology. So where should the ARIA take place? The edge city of Silver Spring, Maryland, outside of Washington, D.C. is a perfect location for the ARIA because of its upzoning and AE district, along with many transportation options and plenty of dark fiber. The sites themselves are a mixture of public and private ownerships, totaling 3 acres, and will contain over 900 mixed-income units in 3 buildings, one of which is an existing structure. The 3 buildings are generationally separate, but brought together by over 100,000 square feet of public programs that will serve both the residents and the surrounding community. The family building will focus on performing arts and technology, the senior building will focus on health and wellness, and the millennial building will focus on the arts and children. The ARIA will hopefully achieve the following outcomes. Establish the first residential digital eco-village that advances the intersection of technology, health, sustainability, and the arts. It will also begin to solve the long-term issue of healthcare by linking it with affordable housing. So we got that to run. The senior building is in the foreground here, the family building is on the right, and the millennial building is on the left. The ARIA will provide public services on site around a commanding central courtyard to encourage the purposeful and incidental interaction between young, old, rich, and poor that will foster creativity, encourage health, and create real opportunities for people. The central courtyard is a little more than an acre and includes a large lawn for groups to gather in a multitude of ways. There are places for people to relax and for local habitats to flourish by implementing different seating groups and water features. We create places for people to interact with nature and each other with butterfly gardens and chess tables, and art to display the creativity of others and inspire creative action. We also created a series of walking circuits on the property to help facilitate exercise. This is an image of the courtyard taken from the family building with the new lush gardens. The millennial building with the kids museum is on your right, and the senior building across the lawn to its front porch is in the center. The mixed-use program to support the concept of holistic wellness in each building is to inspire movement from one building to the next. Designing for an aging population does not mean specific and isolated facilities, but rather integrating quality and inclusive design into daily life that will last over time. The Senior Wellness Center will provide health classes, therapy, and support. The Bistro Kitchen will be a place where people can learn healthy cooking techniques. The Rec Center will provide swimming, therapy pools, and exercise. The Kids Museum for art, education, and wonderment. And the cafe is the social beacon and the provider of caffeine. The Medical Tech Lab is a remote medical facility where people can visit their doctors remotely. And the Senior Tech Lab is an education space centered around teaching seniors how to use technology. And lastly, the dance studio will be a place where people can practice and perform. This is a view across to the senior drop-off area and the grand stair up to the courtyard. The senior building and the community rec center is on your right, and the millennial building with the kids museum is on your left. The senior building itself is about hospitality. It's also about personalization, from personalized attention to attention to detail in the way the building creates home. We were careful in the way the building interacts with the courtyard by creating a series of front porches for people to engage nature and their surroundings by choice. The building is planned for seniors to move, meet, and maximize communication both with people and the outdoors. The simple bar building is curved slightly to receive and embrace the courtyard. Stairs are pulled away from the corridors to allow natural light to flow into the building. It is also broken at the core to allow for meeting areas where people can interact with each other, relax, and take in another view of the courtyard. Farm-to-table concepts incorporate rooftop gardening, giving seniors the option of growing their own food or plants. Spanning the entire height of the building at the elevator lobby will be a green wall with hydroponic plants. This will help reduce inborn pollutants, create healthier air, and thereby reducing potential sickness, and also on the mechanical load on the building. Reducing utility costs across the spectrum is paramount for seniors with fixed or limited incomes. The building will supply 30% of its own energy and 100% of its own heat through the use of microturbines and PV cells. All water will be collected and reused on site as well. The units are standardized using universal design principles such as floor-to-ceiling cabinets, auto-lock self-closing doors, and raised toilets. And special attention is paid to lighting since seniors need about 60% more light than younger generations. Personalization is also the key to defining home. Here's an example of a door knocker made in art class. Each resident will be given a personal digital device so they can monitor any component of their lives, from when to take their medicine, that it's time for yoga, or a notification to their doctor if their vitals change. Through a centrally located screen in each unit, all technological aspects may be monitored, communicated, or controlled. So the financial equation is complex at best. There will no doubt be a combination of low-income tax credits, new market tax credits, and private programs to get something like this accomplished. So far, we've met with groups like Tesla, Google, the Center for Creative Aging, Holy Cross Hospital, and the National Endowment of the Arts, just to name a few. Everyone to a person has expressed excitement and commitment to this model. And that is the ARIA. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Great. Tom, that was very good.